morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever or whenever you may be. This is the overnight, and please excuse me. Have taken ill slightly, so I'll soldier on. Tonight, we figured we'd just do a movie chat, talk about movies we like, and we'll do a bracket on action movies a little bit later, where we'll have whoever's out there watching will help vote on action movies. But joining me is Night Strike. How's it going, Night Strike?
I'm not sure, and you don't sound well. Are you sure you don't need to go get like a hot toddy or hot chocolate or some hot tea or something?
No, I'll push through. I'll be all right.
You sure?
Also,
Maybe
Maverick,
some coffee.
Tactical Maverick. How you doing?
I'm good. Good. Hope you feel better.
I'll be all right. I should live.
That's what they all say.
And Baron, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
That's good to hear. So I sent out a list to these jabronis of different movie genres, um, and let me look at. I had put out a poll too, and you can only put out so many choices on the polls, so there's only five. Um, but out of comedy, fantasy, action, horror, and romance, uh, romance probably got one vote. It's at 1%.
Yeah.
Fantasy was 11%, um, and I wish I had put fantasy slash sci-fi, but I didn't think about it until I think it was M. Gabriel mentioned uh, something about that. But horror got 17%, comedy got 27%, and action got 44%, which I'm not surprised by that. Almost half. Um, so, if you guys have your list together,
No, I'll have to scroll up.
well, so horror. Let's start with horror. Night Strike. What's your favorite horror movie?
Well, this is if you look it up, it's actually listed as a horror comedy, but no, it's one of my favorite movie franchises, Tremors.
That's a good one.
Because good old Bert.
I haven't watched any of the other Tremor ones because
Bert was the crazy gun guy.
Rarely are the sequels any, and then it seemed like
he's in every sequel.
Well, it seemed like the last few sequels, just from what I've heard about it and seeing pictures, they're the Burt Gummer show.
Well, yeah, because he was the only he was the only character that was consistent to all the movies and the TV series.
It was kind of funny. I saw an interview with him about the last Tremors movie where he talked about it had been a few years, so he had to remember the character's motivation.
I just remember him shooting. I don't know, was it a van or a pickup truck? With I don't even remember what.
Yeah, that was the second one.
Oh, was it the second one? He shot a hole through the engine, and it
through
went through a wall, and it went through everything.
Yeah, he shot a hole through the engine. It's like we needed that truck. Well, we don't need it anymore.
I don't know. I like the scene where he's in his basement with. I think he's Reba's there with Reba, and his Graboid comes to the wall and they shoot it.
Yeah, yeah.
How about you, Maverick? What do you have for horror?
I have From Dusk Till Dawn.
Ah,
Clooney movie.
strippers,
Yeah, vampire
horror
strippers.
strippers.
What can you say about Clooney and vampire strippers?
I mean, this, yeah, it's quirky. There's some action and a lot of shooting, and yeah, I had a tough time picking a horror movie, but because I'm not really a horror fan. I mean, older horror movies, yeah, like It, The Exorcist, but nowadays the horror genre has really become more gore and
I think I know why we're all a fan of this movie.
Boss, do you need to zoom in anymore, or are you good now?
That's not me doing that.
Oh, that was totally you. What are you talking about?
so that's it. It's yeah, vampire Salma Hayek horror.
I don't know. She kind of makes every movie better.
Well, she used to.
She still.
No, I think she still got it for
What do you got, Baron? What do you got for horror?
Let's see if I can get there. Right there, Jaws. It's my favorite
movie.
favorite horror movie of all time, and that's my favorite character. The guy's pretty fucking cool.
See, they had a
Excuse my
50
French.
BMG rifle, they'd be having shark steak by now.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw. I forget who the interview was, but they're talking about this scene where it's actually shot on 2 different days. This scene, because he got so drunk that because you can kind of see he's a little glassy eyed in part of it. Because he had asked the director if it was okay if he drank a little bit, because it's common in England and to have a few, and then he had a few too many, so they had to shoot part of that scene later.
Of course, he had a few too many.
But yeah, it's
but,
kind of sad when Quinn dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes out fighting though. He's stabbing that shark in the head with a machete. That was one tough shark.
Bruce was tough.
Yeah. I don't think poking him in the eyeballs and the gills is going to work.
No, it's
If
not.
stabbing him in the face with a machete doesn't. Just a hunch.
I had The Shining.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yes,
And I
Red
do
Rob,
not have
Red
your
Rob.
photos.
No, yeah, I don't. I won't have any photos. It's all the ones that I had ended up being too small. I thought I checked the size and they were on the smaller side. And I thought they'd be okay, but turns out nope, they're not okay. But I don't know. The Shining is kind of classic.
Yeah,
It's
a slow burn, as they say.
it is, and it the kind of has a claustrophobic feel to it
Hmm.
because it's all in the end. It's not quite a one.
Sorry, you're in a giant hotel. How can you be claustrophobic?
Yeah.
I never understood that.
Yeah, but there's a snowstorm. You're
Listen, I've
trapped
been
in
in
there.
I've
Did you
been in
get-
snowstorms. I understand, but still.
Did you see? Did you guys ever see the sequel, Doctor Sleep?
No.
I own it.
Yeah, that was they did a pretty good job with that. I mean, it's not the original, of course, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. It was different.
Yes.
Yeah, I never saw it.
It's
I vaguely
the
remember
little
hearing
boy all
about it.
grown up, right?
Yeah. It's, in my opinion, just my opinion, it's less of a sequel and more of a movie that takes place in the same universe, but they don't feel similar. But they're obviously connected through
Yeah.
characters
Yeah, they're
and
connected.
locations.
Yeah.
But It's a very different movie.
So, how about Thriller? What do you got, Night Strike? What do you have for your Thriller?
Well, I saw this movie in theaters when it came out, and it's the prequel to the to Silence of the Lambs, Red Dragon.
Yeah, I saw that in Japan. That's the
I
first
saw
time
that.
I was.
I saw that in the theaters when it came out because my friend was working for movie theaters, and he got us
There
in,
it is.
and we were watching it. And I hate to say this, but I liked the prequel more than I liked the original movie.
I didn't.
Well, it was a different perspective than what you got with Silence of the Lambs.
I liked it. I mean, I liked it. Didn't love it. You know, Ed Norton did a good job in it.
Ed Norton did a good job, but I was just saying the perspective of the killer. You know, you're basically watching the movie. You're seeing how he came to be what he was.
Yeah.
And
I
I
like
thought
it a
that
lot
was
better than Hannibal.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah, I didn't like Hannibal. I didn't like Hannibal either. So
Yeah, that was the first time I was ever in a theater with stadium seating
uh,
in Japan. But yeah, that's my favorite line from that movie is when they're talking and I don't remember the lines exactly, but Ed Norton tells him, oh, so Hannibal says, you know, do you think you're smarter than me? And Ed Norton said, no, you had a handicap. You're crazy. Something like that.
yeah, that was a good part. That was a good part.
I actually saw this one before the others.
That's not
So
bad.
that part where he super glues that guy to the wheelchair,
Yeah.
I was dumb enough to be like, he might get out of this.
No. Nope.
What do you got, Maverick?
So mine, it's not really labeled as a thriller, but there are several scenes in this movie that are, to me, I mean, edge of your seat, suspenseful. And I went with Inglorious Bastards. Just that opening scene in that farmhouse is it's just like I still my palms still get sweaty watching it, even though I know how that farmhouse scene ends, and then when
Yeah.
the bar scene and just the whole movie to me is just like I mean, and it doesn't matter where it is, and if I come across it on TV or whatever, I'm gonna watch it. You know, so I think
I liked it too.
yeah,
You'll be reprimanded. No, I'll be chewed out. And I can deal with being chewed out. You see,
So,
when
yeah,
the war's
that's-
over, you can take that uniform off. So I'm going to give you something you can't.
When he does his Italian accent.
yes,
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Buongiorno.
The fact that they got that by the Germans, wow. They weren't paying attention there.
Yeah, I'd say the only thing was, it's a fantasy movie.
It's fantasy, obviously.
also
But
yes,
The killing Hitler at the end. Sure.
yeah,
Not that I don't mind them killing Hitler. It's just, it's not historically accurate.
It's
Correct,
not historically
yeah.
accurate. But hey, there's been several movies about off and Hitler. So, whatever.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, and then there's
the man who
also-
killed the man who killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot. I saw that movie too. And he killed Hitler like twice in that movie.
That's with Larry Miller, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't he just die?
No, I think he's still around.
Is he? Must be thinking of somebody else.
But anyway, yeah, Tarantino takes liberties with history, like in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Oh no, oh, okay, I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
No, dude. Oh yeah, I forgot to say yeah, there'll be spoilers. So anybody watching, spoiler alert. And
Yeah, that guy that gets super glued to the wheelchair doesn't make it.
He doesn't. I was pulling
No.
through for him.
and then our categories also were kind of loose, where because it's hard sometimes to put a movie into just one. It could be it's several things.
A lot of these movies that we've stated actually belong to several genres because
Yeah,
of just
so-
the type of movies.
So I just had everybody pick, and then wherever they thought that it fit, we'd go with that.
Larry Miller,
Um,
by the way, still alive.
Yeah.
I think he had like a slip and fall accident or something at some at some restaurant in Los Angeles. I don't know, maybe like 5 or 10 years ago, and he hasn't, he had a serious brain injury, I think, but I think he's finally getting back to normal, but he's still alive.
Oh,
he was
darn.
also in Necessary Roughness with Sinbad.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
What do you got, Baron?
I forgot. Let's see. No Country for Old Men.
I like that
So-
one too. Yeah.
I guess it fits
Yeah.
as a thriller because I picked it.
Yes.
But yeah, that guy's a crazy SOB.
Yeah.
And that was a movie that made everyone want to put a silencer on a shotgun, which is ridiculous. But everyone wants to do it now. I blame him.
Yeah, he was for being a emotionless
A foreigner?
murderer.
Oh,
It was a pretty awesome character. He did it well.
yeah. Yeah, he did
Yeah,
a
you
good
wouldn't want
job.
to run into him.
No.
And the thing it was the director I saw said it was the movie was an allegory for the drug violence in Mexico.
What do you think
Yeah,
of
Josh
Javier
Brolin.
Bardem as? Oh, what's that?
Josh Brolin made so many
Oh, yeah.
bad mistakes in that movie. He could have got away with it.
Yeah,
Or not.
Yeah. All right.
The one part of the movie I didn't like is when the dude gets killed, and all you see is, the Mexican hitman come up to his mother-in-law, and then you see them racing away. So it's
Yep. Yeah, that should have happened on screen. From the interviews I've watched, they're like, oh, he's not even in the main character. Tommy Lee Jones is the main character. I'm like, you might think that, but no one else agrees with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, killing
oh.
off your main character off screen at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of.
and then anybody
that
that's
was by design, or they just had nowhere to go with how to end it or something.
I don't know. It's like they cut out a whole scene.
To cut down
Yeah.
the movie. Maybe it was getting too long. I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't have done it that way, but they're not paying me millions of dollars either.
And for those out there watching,
still a
you
good
guys
movie.
can throw out your choices for any of these categories. And then when we do the bracket, we'll be depending on you voting on stuff. So
I have a
don't be
question.
afraid to chime in.
Would you rather be hunted by this guy or a predator?
This guy.
This guy.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the Predator. I've seen Predator 2. And honestly, I'd rather be hunted by a human. No matter
I'd
how
rather be-
inhuman the human is.
I'd rather be hunted by something that doesn't exist. It's a trick question.
Mm. Yeah, but with your luck, you might actually get hunted by it. So don't.
For thriller, I had The Usual Suspects.
Oh, I have a photo of that.
It it's not. I don't think it's a great movie, but it's a movie I like. I've always liked that one.
That doesn't look like The Usual Suspects.
There, that better?
No,
No, no, I don't think that's it either.
that would be Inglorious
Uh,
Suspects.
Is it this guy?
Nope.
Nope. I think you're out of your element, Baron.
I am. No, if you could throw me what's left of your list, I can grab images for it in the private chat. Uh-oh.
Nah.
Lost
Lost
Maverick.
Oh,
Lost Mavi.
too much pressure. Yeah, we'll just skip my pictures. It'll be all right. But just kind of the ending where you reveals the basically everything everything that he said came out of the room he was sitting in.
Yeah, like off newspaper clippings and
Bottom of the coffee cup.
yep. It's weird. Kevin Spacey seems to be really good at playing psychopaths. I don't know why.
Hmm.
And I think that was probably one of which Baldwin was that?
No
Lesser
idea.
Baldwin. Probably one of the best, probably the best performance he's done in any movie. Stephen Baldwin. Was it Stephen?
I got
The
no
youngest?
idea. Not Alec.
No.
That
I
Baldwin.
think Stephen is the young one.
How many are there? Are there 4 of them?
4 or 5. I don't know.
There's too many. We need a culling of the Baldwins.
We should have them act in a movie together. That might do it.
Well, it's only if you let one of them use firearms. So I started blasting.
Yep.
Yeah, Stephen. Stephen was in that.
Oh, that's great.
So we've got fantasy. What do
Fantasy.
you have, Night Strike, for fantasy?
Fantasy. Ah.
Dear Mr. Fantasy,
All right.
play us a tune.
I do not think that word means what you think it means.
Well,
My name is Inigo Montoya. You've killed my father. Prepare to die.
This
Princess
movie gave me
Bride.
a phobia of giant rats.
The Princess Bride. You said fantasy. I figured, you know what? Fantasy fits this movie perfectly.
How'd you like
I
to
would
fight
say
a
that.
150-pound rat?
I mean, I
Doesn't
would
sound
not.
fun.
No. But, again, Baron, we don't have to deal with the subways in New York, so we're fine.
Yep. It's all those pizza slices they're eating.
Yeah. Because, that's where they got the rats from in that movie. They got them from the subways in New York.
Yeah, this is a classic movie. Maybe a controversial opinion. I'd like it better if it wasn't the narration from the grandfather talking to
Yeah.
the kid. Is it just me?
I was okay with that. I think it does add to the movie. It would still be okay, probably without it, but I was all right with it.
It was Columbo. I mean, come on.
Ex Adam doesn't like this movie.
And Fred
Well, it's,
Savage.
It had Fred Savage. Come on.
Andre the Giant throwing
It had-
rocks.
It had Andre the
Yeah.
Giant.
It had everything.
It did. It wasn't a bad
Action.
movie.
It had a dude
Action,
with 6
romance.
fingers on one hand.
Yeah. But again,
Yeah.
that's you said fantasy, and it was either this one or Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Do you remember what did he have? Like an extra pinky?
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Imagine how cool it'd be to have an extra thumb on the other side instead of a
Wow.
pinky. Who needs two pinkies?
This stuff.
Blackout Outdoors is out there.
Fluffy's up.
Good morning. We're talking movies. That's what this stuff is. What do you got, Maverick? What do you have for fantasy?
Average.
Hello.
Hello.
You want me to throw the photo up?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
throw the
yeah,
photo
I just froze up over here. Yeah, Batman from 1989.
That's a good one. I think he's still probably my favorite Batman out of the, we'll call it modern Batman movie.
Michael Keaton.
Yep. When
From
the movie came out,
Batverse.
I think he's the only actor to play it twice.
when the movie came out, I didn't, how can he do a serious role like, whatever, semi-serious role? He's a comedian, gung ho and
Yeah,
all those kinds of movies. But he's
Mr.
still my
Mom.
favorite Batman.
I
And
hate
that
to
was-
say it. I hate to say it, but I think Jack Nicholson's Joker is probably my favorite.
When I rented this movie, and this is when I figured out I could hook up a stereo to the VCR. So you listen through this through the stereo, which made it more awesomer.
Yeah, that scene where the Joker pulls that 4-foot long revolver out of his pants and blows up the Batwing.
Wasn't that like you'd get a Rough Rider now?
Yeah.
What's that 16-inch barrel Rough Rider?
Yeah.
It is a rifle round after all. So
I mean, that was hilarious watching. Just it really was.
and he's coming back to play Batman in the new Flash movie.
Was he
So
playing an old
that
Batman
should be
then?
interesting.
yeah, he's gonna be old Batman. He apparently could still fit into that suit from from way back when.
He's still skinny fat after all these years.
After all these years,
I thought Keaton did a good job as the Vulture.
the Vulture. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can he play Batman now that he's been the Vulture? I don't know.
He's been Birdman, Batman, and the Vulture. What's
I know.
next?
Man. Oh, I finally watched Endgame. I don't know if that's on anybody's list, but there is a reference to the original SNL TV show. When Ant-Man is sitting outside and God,
Hulk,
no, dude with the wings. What the hell is his
Falcon?
character's name? Falcon.
not Captain
Falcon.
America.
Falcon calls him something like ordinary man, regular sized man. That was a SNL skit where it was a party with all the superheroes, and Garrett Morrison dressed up as Ant-Man. Well, played Ant-Man, and everybody made fun of him for being
Auntie.
well, because he could shrink down to the size of an ant and have the strength of a man. So he's regular man.
I liked that when you clone a clone, it gets dumber in that movie. That was pretty funny.
Oh yeah. The copy of a copy.
Yep.
So
It's
what
like
do you
those
have?
old homework worksheets you used to get in school that have been copied 1,000 times. You can't even read them.
Yep.
What do you have for fantasy, Baron?
I kind of cheated, as usual. I picked 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which used to be fantasy. Now it's like just sci-fi because everything's...
Sci-fi.
Is there anything that's not real now? We got giant squids. We got submarines.
The giant squids actually turned out to be real.
Yeah.
So, it's not a fairy tale anymore.
And we even got evil criminals using submarines off the coast.
Yeah, in Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Used to love this movie as a kid. One of the good old live action Disney movies. Kirk Douglas playing a guitar with a seal. There's a lot to like. And it's got what's that guy's name? Googly eyed dude.
He yeah, since you said googly eye, I can't think of his name.
Peter Lorre.
Peter Lorre. Oh, if you like old radio shows, he did a horror radio show. I think it was horror, and it's really good. I think he only did it for a couple of years, but I was listening. One of the stations I used to listen to on Sundays, they'd play old radio shows, like The Shadow and all those kinds of old radio shows. And they were talking about Peter Lorre and his show, and they played one of the episodes. And it was really, really good. But he would get so into the show. One of the times he threw his script up when his whatever part was getting excited, and he threw his script, and then they had to scramble to get all the pieces back together. But
And Gabriel's got a question out there.
let me get back to sci-fi horror. Could be either. Both.
I think it's actually in both sci-fi horror.
I would say both. Yeah.
I'd say more horror.
Well, don't they kill the thing at the end? Spoiler.
That's the thing. You don't know. Because theoretically, it could be one of them. The two guys that are left, and they're going to freeze. And if you remember the beginning of that movie, that thing was frozen in ice for thousands of years. So if you don't kill it with fire and you just let it freeze, it's not going to die. So they left it open.
There it is. I had lost my I lost my StreamYard screen for a second. So for a fantasy, I had Conan.
Uneventful.
And I saw it in the theater when I was in grade school.
You poor thing.
It's an awesome movie. Still holds up. When you're
Does
grade
it?
school. Yes.
Does it? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not sure about that.
It does. I think so. I don't know.
I like it. What's your favorite part?
Ooh. Probably there's a bunch of parts I liked. Like the ending where he's sitting on the throne. That's probably my favorite part. Where it's an older Conan, which I wish they had made that movie and not Conan the Destroyer.
I keep hearing there's talk of doing one now that Schwarzenegger needs more money.
It's time has passed.
Yep.
Oh, and for X Adam, I've got it called up, and I'll show it here in just a second. He sent me a picture. But you know, it's kind of what every 70s painted van was in a movie.
Yeah, basically.
I liked how Conan, as a little boy, was pushing that wheel for the water or whatever, and he turned out to be this super muscular, just from pushing that wheel.
Yeah, the wheel
That was
of pain. What was it?
Yeah,
remember. I just remember, wasn't it the donkey died and they put him in to push it?
I've got the soundtrack. It's a pretty good soundtrack.
You know, they use one of those things at those strongman competitions now.
Yeah.
That's one of the things, or one of
really?
the events, is to push that wheel around as fast as possible.
I used to watch those, and then when they started doing a bunch from China, I thought, all right, I'm kind of tired of this.
Speaking of China, they're doing the Olympics again? Didn't they just have it?
No, that was Japan.
But
Why don't
didn't
you
they
take-
have the Beijing Olympics at like the last 10 years? Am I crazy?
To whoever they farm it out.
So this was from X Adam 1.
We were talking about the really long revolver the Joker pulls out of his pants.
Yeah, his two Rough Riders both have a Joker theme on the grips.
Ha ha.
I think that's the Barkeep is the short one.
You need to stick a flag in one that says bang.
But,
How much are those long ones?
I don't know. The regular I think last time I saw one was like 180 for the regular Rough Rider. Something like that.
All right.
225.
Not bad.
And what does that come down to per inch? It's a pretty good deal.
All about the inches.
All right. Comedy. What do you have for comedy, Night Strike?
I got Ghostbusters,
That's a good one.
the first one. Though I did see the new one that came out on Friday. It was good. I liked it. Not better than the first one, but remember, seldom are sequels ever going to be better or as good as the first one. It does happen. I'll give you that. But
And they're
it's just
missing
like,
someone. Or at least you've
No,
seen the movie.
It's not
Yeah.
his fault. It's not his fault.
Well, yeah. I
Ernie
know.
Hudson.
Ernie Hudson
No,
isn't on the original movie poster.
No, he joined halfway through the movie. By the way, Baron, tell Foss about the Twinkie.
I don't know the line. I haven't seen that movie in so long. It's good, though.
You remember that one? It was like, Egon, tell him about the Twinkie.
Yeah.
What about the Twinkie, Egon?
And, like, how big was the Twinkie supposed to be? Wish I had the line, but
I don't remember, but it was hilarious.
they were comparing the normal paranormal activity to what they were getting now. They're like, this would be the size of a, I don't know, a Boeing 747, whatever they used, some humongous Twinkie.
I'm gonna look the quote up just for. Okay.
You know, some of these movies we picked have really bad sequels. What do you guys
Yeah.
think of Ghostbusters 2?
Ghostbusters 2 was all right as a
Oh.
sequel.
Okay.
It wasn't better than the first one.
The funniest part is when they're talking about the ooze, and they say something about Egon sleeping with it, and he kind of
Yeah.
looks away.
Let's say this Twinkie represents the normal amount of psychokinetic energy in the New York area. According to this morning sample, it would be a Twinkie 35 feet long, weighing approximately 600 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a big Twinkie.
Yeah, X Adams asking if anybody's seen the
Yes.
new Ghostbusters.
Yes, I've seen it. It's on par with the second movie.
Yeah, he just saw it yesterday.
Friday. I saw
Oh,
it on
Friday. Yester Friday.
Yesterday, Friday.
So Maverick, what do you have for?
Oh, the all-time classic, Dumb and Dumber.
That's a good one. What?
And this is just holds a special place in my heart. I saw this in the theater. I laughed so hard I farted. That was good stuff.
I love that he pulled the, what do you call that? He had a chipped tooth and he had a dentist remove the repair for the movie so he could have his chipped tooth back. What do you call those? It's not a crown.
A veneer.
Yeah.
Was it Holly
So
Hunter?
wow, so
that's
he
in
really
that?
has a chipped tooth, huh?
Yeah, that's his real
Yes.
tooth.
Right? Yeah.
That's probably my favorite scene is when him and Holly Hunter are throwing snowballs and he gets pissed and then nails her with it.
Yeah.
I think my favorite scene is the bathroom scene after Lloyd dumps all the laxative into Harry's tea or coffee or whatever that was.
Yeah, he
And
put
Harry
enough
goes
in
to
put
pick
him in
up.
the hospital. I'm amazed he got there. That must have been a short drive.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Baron, for comedy?
Comedy?
Is that what we're on? Comedy.
Shot in the Dark. It's the second Pink Panther movie.
The originals.
Peter Sellers.
Yeah.
Before he became what he became.
Let's just go
It's,
with that. That's better.
He didn't have the best health after this movie. He went downhill pretty fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie always cracks me up. And I hate the Steve Martin ones.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
I didn't watch him
So,
on purpose.
Boss,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Oh, I have. All right, nobody's gonna know this one. Tea House of the August Moon. It's Glenn Ford, Eddie Albert, Harry Morgan. I can't think of the name of the guy that played the Colonel. He was also in The Music Man, but also Marlon Brando.
50s, huh?
Yep. And it's a great movie as long as you can get past Marlon Brando playing a
The
Japanese,
Japanese
character.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he didn't do a bad job, but you know,
they don't make fun of.
believable.
It's not a caricature. Well, it is a little bit of a caricature, but it's not as bad as like Breakfast at Tiffany's, the photographer. but it's kind of a comedy romance.
He was pretty bad.
And it's one of my favorite movies.
I have not seen it, but I have seen Marlon Brando's, what would you call it, role? Makeup?
Zucchini.
Yeah. It's something else.
It is. He doesn't look very Japanese, but he's kind of he ends up being kind of the puppet master through the whole movie, where he's controlling what's going on. So he acts like he's a little bit of a fool, but he's actually guiding everybody to do what needs to be done. It's set in occupational Japan in Okinawa. But
Have they only been occupied once?
I think so. Yeah, because
I know the Mongols tried to go over there and they got wiped out in a storm, right?
the Great Storm. That's what I was going to say. That I think
Yeah.
they were that
It was like
actually
a
happened
tsunami.
twice, 2 different times. But yeah, I don't think they've been invaded.
Well,
That's the nice thing about living on an island.
I gotta say, the Marlon Brando doing that was better than John Wayne trying to be Genghis Khan.
Oh, I love that movie.
No, I love that movie too because it's a John Wayne movie, regardless. But I'm just saying, Marlon Brando did a better job than John Wayne did with Genghis Khan. I'm just saying.
He should have played a American Indian after that one.
Yeah, I know, right?
In a cowboy movie, John Wayne's the Indian. That would have been something else.
There you go.
So X Adam has brought up a few movies: Dumb and Dumber, Hangover. I haven't seen The Hangover. Bridesmaids. I don't think I've seen Bridesmaids. Cannonball Run 2, which 1 and 2 I liked, as a kid.
Yeah.
Black Cat is angry nobody picked a Mel Brooks movie.
Okay, we're gonna come out here and say it for X Adam. Spaceballs. There you go. There's Mel Brooks movie.
Spaceballs is a good one. Yeah. Spaceballs, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles. They are all great.
Can't make Blazing Saddles today.
Out of those, I think Spaceballs would rank last. Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles are classically good movies. Which Blazing Saddles you probably can't make today.
No, 100 cannot be made.
X Adam said a Blazing Saddle bores him. You bore me.
X Adam, you need more excitement in your life.
Have you seen High Anxiety? Mel Brooks? It's
I saw it. I
making
don't
fun of
remember it.
Alfred Hitchcock movies.
Let's see, what do we got? Drama. What do you have for drama? Nice, right?
Drama. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. The Godfather.
One of the best movies ever, I think.
I liked it. It's a favorite. I didn't like the sequels as much, but I liked the first one really well. I mean, I saw the sequels, but as I said, if it's a really good movie, the sequels will rarely be as good as the original. It happens, but again, it's just the sequels didn't hit me as much as the first one did.
Have you seen the cut where they put all the movies in chronological order? It's like 7 hours long.
Yeah,
No.
That thing's ridiculous.
it is. It is.
I thought James Caan's character was a little. It seemed out of place a little bit. Didn't quite fit with the movie.
It was all right. Could have been worse.
What do you have, Maverick? What do you have for drama?
I got Goodfellas. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be a wise guy. Was it a wise guy or a good fella? I don't know. I don't know the line. I just know I really like this movie. Joe
Where he's
Pesci
giving
was
the cop
savage. Joe Pesci's a savage in this. Oh, in all of it, I guess all of his movies, he was kind of savage. But the scene where Joe Pesci's telling stories at the in the restaurant and he's got everybody laughing. My understanding is that was off the cuff. They weren't. It wasn't in the script. It was just like Joe Pesci was just up there spitballing between takes, and Scorsese just let the cameraman let the footage roll, and you got magic. Oh, the other one is when Paulie slaps Ray Liotta, slaps Ray Liotta. That was Ray Liotta didn't know that slap was coming, so that what the fuck look on his face was genuine. He didn't see that coming.
I thought they did a good job with how it progresses. You know, through time, the movie moves through time, where
Mm-hmm.
it had a good flow, and then like it, and the last part of the movie where he's doing the drugs and stuff, and then all his talking is sped up because he's on drugs. He talks faster and faster.
Yeah.
So, who would you rather have to deal with? Robert De Niro in that movie or Pesci? Matty, yeah.
Pesci, he's shorter.
Yeah.
But he'll just shoot you. Like
Well, you got
Spider.
to shoot him first.
Dance, Spider.
Just shoot him in the face. That's his weakness in the movie.
Yep.
So what do you got, Baron, for drama?
I have a very similar movie, Casino, with De Niro and Pesci. I got to say, I like Pesci's death better in Casino.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a way to go.
I don't
The
think
sound of those bats. Yay.
I don't think I've seen the entire movie. I've seen probably most of it, but I haven't watched it all the way through.
James Woods is awesome in this too, by the way.
Yeah, and you got Don Rickles and what's the girl's name?
Sharon Stone.
Forgot her
Sharon
name.
Stone?
Sharon Stone. Man, her character is something else.
Yeah.
And
her and James Woods together, those are just some crazy characters.
the movie starts off with him getting car bombed.
Yep.
I wonder how they filmed that. But yeah, the Goodfellas and Casino, they're like neck and neck with me. But you picked Goodfellas, so I picked this.
For drama, I picked Lawrence of Arabia, another older movie.
One.
I think
That's
it's
a long one too.
It is, and if you get the DVD, there's the intermission is there too. Can't remember how long it was, like a 10-minute intermission on the DVD. But just the, it's got action, adventure.
We lost Baron. We lost the other guy.
I'm back.
There he is.
I don't know
Oh,
what's going on over here. My StreamYard just froze on me again. So I switched from my iPad to my iPhone. So let's see how that goes.
it's getting crazy up in here.
Yeah.
It's
Too,
all
we're getting too
possible.
controversial with our movies. They're trying to suppress us.
Yeah.
StreamYard doesn't want people to know about Lawrence of Arabia.
Apparently not.
But a lot of people don't like the older movies, whether it's pacing or it doesn't have all the glitz and special effects that the new movies do. But I think it's one of the greatest movies ever made, personally.
Yeah, I like it. And it helps you understand how the Middle East ended up being the way it is.
Yeah,
Because he really set the stage for what we're dealing with now.
and I think that was Omar Sharif's first movie. They brought him in to do this movie. That started his acting career.
Lucky.
He's in one of my other movies.
Top
He
Secret.
plays a Russian.
Did you pick Top Secret for a movie?
I did not.
That's so good.
So mystery. What do you got for mystery, Nice, right?
Mystery. I don't know. What did I put for mystery? I'm trying to find my
Give you
list.
a hint. Here you go.
There we go. There, yeah. Murder on the Orient Express. The
I
original.
don't think I've seen it.
You've not seen it? I've seen this the remakes, and honestly, the remakes are nice, but I like the original because there's less CG, there's less there's less them trying to fake it.
I think that's a movie that was on my list of old movies to see. Way back when Netflix had physical DVDs, I started renting old movies so I could watch the old classics.
I've actually read the book, and the older movie actually follows the book a little bit closer than the newer ones.
X Adam is asking, would Snatch or Lucky Numbers 11 count as a mystery?
That's at the Foss.
The Snatch is more like comedy slash crime, I guess. I don't know, but that is one of my favorite movies to watch. It just didn't make it to the list, but yeah, that's just I don't know. Bullet Tooth Tony. It's just funny. The whole thing. There's just like funny to me when the little kids are out in front of that jeweler shop smoking, and he comes out there to shoo them away, and they're like, "Hey, it's a free country." Well, it's not a free fucking shop. Kicks him out, and Tyrone's character, the getaway driver, and then Bricktop feeding everybody to the pigs. It's just good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I would go mystery
Yeah, I don't know.
for Snatch, especially.
By the way, how the hell do you grow something like this?
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. I'll tell you.
This is this is crazier than like Trump's hairdo. Like what does he got, like a weave on his lip? What is that?
He's got a weave. Yes, it's definitely a weave.
But yeah, I couldn't help not to put that up.
So what do you got, Maverick, for your
I went with a newer movie, Knives Out, with was it Daniel Craig, Jamie Lee Curtis, and a bunch of other people, Tony Collette. That was pretty good. I mean, it's like a whodunit, trying to figure out what's going on with the dad, The family's all gathering around. They all want his inheritance, and the inheritance goes to the maid, and everybody's like, obviously upset and wondering how she got his money, and it's just it's got a bunch of twists and keeps you guessing all the way to the end. And then once you figure out once they go through the whole thing and you see how why he did it, it's interesting.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna make a sequel, but there's a Knives Out 2 supposed to be out, I think, next year. But I'm gonna watch it, see what they do with it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
How are they going to do that?
I have no
What?
clue.
I think it's going to be a dance competition for the inheritance. Knives Out 2, Electric Boogaloo.
It takes place in prison too.
Oh, it does. Oh, interesting.
Shanks Out. They're going to call it.
Shanks Out.
What about you, Baron? What do you got for mystery?
Zodiac.
Oh, yeah.
It's a true story, mostly. They do a little bit of liberty with the facts, but I don't know why it's so fascinating. Trying to figure out a serial killer from the 60s, who it is, and why he did it. These sickos, they love getting attention to, and he was sending in coded messages to the San Francisco Chronicle, I think. But
I haven't seen it.
yeah,
I
it's
believe
fun
so,
too. It's
yeah.
got a bunch of good actors.
So, did they come to a conclusion on who it was?
Sort of. They leave it open though. But the character is pretty certain. But take that for what it is.
Because I think it was the Zodiac Killer. From what I've seen, it was probably more than one person.
What was it? It was a group of fanatic feminists, right?
Yeah,
I think I saw a documentary about that.
Don't know about the feminist part, but
Having bad internet tonight, all around.
So for mine, I had another old one which nobody probably has seen. Is Rashomon. It's a Kurosawa movie, but it tells the tale of a murder, and a guy's murdered and his wife is raped. But you look at it from different witnesses, each tell a little bit different story, how they saw it. It's an old black and white movie.
Isn't there a new movie that just came out that's similar with Ben Affleck, Adam Driver, and Matt Damon? That's similar to that. Matt Damon's character goes off to fight a war, whatever. Adam Driver's character rapes Matt Damon's wife, and Ben Affleck is like trying to piece it together or something. It's like some I don't know what
Isn't it called The Last Duel?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
It's Ridley Scott. Yeah. Looks interesting.
Yeah. Similar. Sounds like it's a similar plot though. To that.
Yeah, X Adam thinks I'm just making up movies now.
Well, you are. You really are.
Yeah, you're like that guy that drinks Pabst Blue Ribbon because it's cool. Watching all these old movies.
I don't drink PBR.
Is it black and white?
It is,
Little too
but
far back.
I like all of Kurosawa's movies. Most of them star Mifune as their main character. But so
It's amazing how many westerns they adapted from those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Yojimbo,
Yeah, Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of Dollars, and then later on, what was the
Magnificent
no.
Seven.
Magnificent Seven? That was
Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai.
There might be more, but yeah, those are some of the best westerns ever made, and they're adaptations of samurai movies.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I guess we almost have a common culture there.
Yeah.
You know, the mythos of the samurai or the cowboy.
Well, it's probably universal. You
Yeah.
know, it's similar to knights and chivalry, and well, I guess well, no, I'm kind of going off the rail there. It's a little different, but so for romance, Night Strike said 50 Shades of Grey.
I did not. I said insert a favorite here. Not really into romance films. So
Night Strike abstains. He votes present.
Yes.
So, what did you have, Maverick?
So I have a romance novelist travels to Colombia because her sister is kidnapped, and while she's there, she runs into a shotgun wielding local, and they find love, Romancing the Stone, from 1980 something. But
That's one I like too.
John, come on, man.
yeah, no, it's this one's good. This one, I remember. I guess I don't know. It holds a special place for me. Also, I watched this a few times with my dad, and we would just laugh because there is a lot of comedy in this. When they're hiking through the jungle, and she's like a New York romance novelist, right? So she's like going down there, and she's she's at dresses and high heels, and she has like no hiking shoes, and they're
Isn't her
sliding
name
around in the mud.
Jane Wilder? Was that her?
Joan
character?
Wilder.
Joan Wilder.
Yeah. And then they go into this little town, and they're like, "Hey, we hear you have a car." And he goes, "Oh, those guys are crazy. They're talking about my little mule," and it's just like this 4-wheel drive Bronco monster. It's it's just good stuff.
Well, I like when she slides down the hill in the mud,
Yeah.
and then he slides down after her, hits her in the crotch, and he pops up and goes, "Ah!"
Yep. Yeah, it's just chock full of funny things happening like that throughout. It's really good. And Danny DeVito kind of steals the show too in this. He's like rolling around, and he gets beat up by that big lady because she thinks he's trying to steal her purse, and yeah, it's funny stuff.
I don't know. I thought they made a good other movies they did together.
Not Jewel of the Nile.
I still kind of like that movie.
But
You
didn't
would-
they do War of the
War of the
Roses or
Roses.
something?
That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that was
But
good.
that was funny too.
And they also were in recently in the Kaminsky Method on Netflix. It's a series, I think 3 seasons. They play their ex-husband and wife in that. So yeah, they're a good team.
What do you got there, Baron?
before I mention my pick, I will say about the sequel to, Jewel of the Nile, that one. Danny DeVito dressed up as an Arab is a sight to see.
Riding the camel.
That was hilarious. That's the best part of the movie. But yeah, what did I pick? Anyone got a guess?
I got it. Walk the Line.
Yep,
Yeah, when
Johnny
I heard
Cash.
when I heard Joaquin Phoenix was going to be Johnny Cash, you kind of poo-poo it until I heard a clip of him singing. It's like, all right, I can see this now.
Yeah, that's actually him. He did a pretty good job,
Mm-hmm.
which is hard because he actually had to work on lowering his voice to sound more like Johnny Cash. That must have been a pain in the ass. But yeah, I really like this movie. I mean, Johnny Cash isn't exactly a role model, but he worked it out in the end.
It was,
He
it
sure
was a good
did.
movie.
Killed a bunch of California condors with his meth lab. But yeah, he led a wild life. And by the way, that's a true story. You can look it up. He started a wildfire at a nature refuge and killed like half the endangered species for the California condors or something. And they put him on trial. And what was his line? I don't give a damn about your damn buzzards or some shit. But yeah, he was a wild guy.
For romance, I had Grease. It's a musical, but it's one of my favorite movies. John Travolta.
His
Olivia
acting in
Newton-John.
that is amazing. I actually believed that he liked women.
All right.
One of us did.
Runner up for me was Django Unchained. That was just another great Tarantino. Took liberties, I guess, with the since it's supposed to be a period piece, but I guess some of the firearms used in that weren't actually around at the time. But it was entertaining.
Well, there
It
was
was
a
good.
movie from the 50s or 60s, Django. And
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was good. With actually the I forget his name, but
Franco Nero.
Franco, yeah, he played a cameo in that in the Django Unchained. He was in the bar scene after was it Hercules, and they fought it out in the at Candyland, right? Was that the scene? Baron, you remember? When Django's at the bar and Franco Nero walks up to him and he
Yeah,
asks
his
him his
fighter
name.
just lost the fight.
Yeah, and he says, "Is Django the D silent?" And then Franco Nero says, "I know." That
Yeah.
was chills.
It's a
running
fun
through my
movie.
arms. Yeah, it is.
The original. He
It is.
goes around with a coffin.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? And it
Coffin
turns
full
out
of-
he's got a Gatling gun in it.
The part I found most amusing was after the horse trampled his hands, he was still able to shoot the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, but no, that was a fun one. There were a couple. Weren't there a couple sequels as well with those spaghetti westerns?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Those movies are so weird. They're just like, this movie isn't going to do very well. Why don't we just put Django in front of the title?
Yeah.
And then we'll redub some lines and we'll call it a Django sequel. But yeah. Those spaghetti westerns are worth checking out.
Let's do sci-fi. What do you got sci-fi tonight, Greg?
The Matrix. Thank you, Dan.
Also a good movie
Very good.
with bad sequels.
I
Bad
hate the
sequels.
sequels.
Yeah.
the current one that's coming out, hopefully they do it better.
I really doubt it.
There's no
Yeah, I know.
Morpheus, right? Morpheus is not going to be in this.
Nope. There's no Morpheus.
No,
So,
this is
X
just
Adam-
my opinion. But every movie those two made after The Matrix was garbage.
Yeah.
Every movie, and I really.
Hold on.
Don't know if they
Except
can
the
do it.
Animatrix. That was a good movie.
But did they direct that?
No, they didn't.
That's my point.
It was just a bunch of animated shorts.
And what worries me is only I don't know which one it is, but only one of them is directing the new one.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, were they equal in their ideas, or was one better than the other? And which one did we end up with? It's a real toss-up, but I'm going to watch it.
X Adam was asking what qualifies a movie as a spaghetti western. They were made in Italy. Most of them by Sierra Leone. That's why they were called spaghetti westerns, because they, the good, the bad, the ugly, fistful of dollars, few dollars more.
Once Upon a Time in the West.
They're all
It's my
Italian
favorite one.
movies, so they got the nickname spaghetti western.
And they used to hire locals
Mhm.
who would just speak their native language, and then they'd redub them into English. That's why the voices never line up.
It's Sergio Leone.
Oh, Sierra
Not the
Leone is a
war-torn
town.
country.
Yeah.
The war-torn country didn't direct movies.
It's Sergio Leone.
Sergio Leone. Sorry.
I have an Italian last name. I can't handle it being mispronounced.
So I'm sorry I misspoke. It's Sergio Leone.
Is calling them spaghetti westerns appropriate these days? Can we get away with it?
I think we can still get away with it.
Yes,
Yeah,
because they're white.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Italians
they're
are
white.
considered white. Yeah.
Because now even Hispanics are considered white too.
Yeah.
But
which,
they used
which
to be
pisses off the brown people, but yeah.
Yeah.
they used to be blonde haired and blue eyed until the Moors invaded.
No. We don't talk about that because then that gets into Germany and the 40s and
It's from True Romance. Scene in True Romance.
moving on.
All right.
Do you have
We'll
a
move
favorite
on.
part of The Matrix?
Favorite part of the Matrix. Yeah. My favorite part is when, it looks like they're gonna shoot him with the bullets and then he just dodges. He just does that whole dodge.
So right before or right
No.
after this photo.
Right. Just right after.
My favorite scene is when Keanu says, "Whoa, I know kung fu," or something like that.
I like when he flexes and then you see all the reality.
The hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we at? So Maverick, what do you got for sci-fi?
For sci-fi, I got Back to the Future.
That's more
It's just
time travel than it is sci-fi.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's science fiction. I mean,
that's the sci-fi part.
yeah.
I guess so.
You're
Yeah.
gonna hate my pick if you're gonna quibble about
But,
that.
but all,
But yeah,
all I'm
no.
gonna say is a 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah. Gigawatts, potato.
It's gigawatts.
But no, yeah, this is a fun movie. I really enjoyed this.
What the hell is a gigawatt?
But no, when he's talking to Doc from 1955, and he's like, "Yeah, all we need is plutonium," and he's like, "Yeah, in 1984, you could just go to any corner market and get some plutonium, but in 1955, it's a lot harder to come across." So yeah, it's
no,
it's good
he stole
stuff.
that from the Libyans.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, but no, that was
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, and
Um,
I don't think it would be the classic it is if Eric Stoltz had
Yeah.
been Marty McFly.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I love the part where he gets shot by the Libyans. And you think he's dead. It kind of reminds me of Dumb and Dumber. Like, What if they shot you in the face?
Yeah.
That would hurt, and you probably die.
So what do you got, Baron?
Let me grab it. Star Trek First Contact.
I think it's upside down.
Nope. They're upside down. They're walking on the bottom of the
No.
station.
That's upside down.
But yeah, the whole plot of the movie is they go back in time to save the world from the Borg.
From the
And
board. And that extra guy on the right, or on the left, I guess. Yeah, he didn't make it.
nope. I forgot his name.
Extra number 52.
Wonder how many people Picard has forgot the name of by now.
I'm not a huge fan of the Next Generation movies.
See, I almost cheated and put in Star Trek Generations. So then I can make a joke about Bridge on the Captain.
That's bad even for you, man.
But,
I don't know.
yeah.
They wreck the Enterprise in every goddamn movie.
Yeah, I don't like seeing that either.
Yeah, Generations, it literally blows up and everyone dies. They literally kill everyone.
No, they redo it.
Yeah, then they do time travel. How many times have they traveled in time in Star Trek?
More times than you can shake a stick at. Almost as many times as they've gone to the mirror universe and back.
I'm a huge fan of Star Trek. Those are the two things that bug me: is how many times that happens. The mirror universe and the time travel.
It's like, oh, we need to go get a whale. Well, let's just go back in time. No big deal.
Let's just steal one from back in time because,
They won't be missed.
they won't be missed.
They should have just used a replicator, right? Really big replicator, made a whale. Yeah, that is a great scene when the Enterprise blows up on the planet, when it crash lands. They detach the saucer.
So Baron, what is your favorite part of this movie?
This movie?
Yes.
When they're upside
when he
down.
pulls out that Tommy gun and blows away the Borg in the holodeck.
Okay. All right, good. Because I was going to say that too.
Yeah, why?
That-
Like, if you shoot a bow and arrow at a Borg, is a force field going to stop that?
Yeah, I think so.
I think the Borg will stop it.
Well, because they're not like the Star Wars shields,
Yeah.
where they'll stop energy weapons, but not a
It
photon.
won't stop
torpedo.
physical.
Yeah. Yeah, because photon torpedoes will hit a shield.
Yeah.
Or explode on impact.
What about like Dune? You do it real slow. The slow blade.
Well, don't you also have to shout before your weapon fires too? Dude?
Shout his name.
Yes.
But
My name is a weapon. So,
Yeah.
for sci-fi,
there's
I
very
had
few Star Trek movies I don't like. They're all fun.
Wrath of Khan.
Good
Khan!
It's my favorite Star Trek movie.
All right. I think I'm done.
Speaking of upside down images, that ship is a flipped image the entire movie.
Yeah. Yes, it is. That ship.
So let's do action. Night Strike? What'd you have for action movie?
Demolition Man. Demolition Man. So you had you had Wesley Snipes, and then you had
What's your boggle?
what's your boggle? Yeah. Oh man, I just loved it when he finds out all the stuff he liked was bad. That was great.
Yeah.
Well,
I like that he's not wearing sunglasses, so you can't see him flinch.
Yeah.
when Wesley Snipes is in the museum and the Chinese kids walk by, ching chong, ching chong, ching.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah. You can't do that anymore.
How much
What
do you
year did
weigh?
that? Was that supposed to take place in?
It's supposed to take place in what 2032 or something like that.
Coming up.
Yeah.
What'd you have, Maverick?
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
I like T2 better than T1.
I like T2 better too.
Yeah, the action, the CGI was a lot better, special effects and everything. It was really. I mean, I don't know. It was just groundbreaking for the time, and I mean, it's still. I think it holds up. I mean, you watch it now, and it's like, it's still really good.
Everything except the whiny kid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's gonna grow up to save mankind. So,
Well, no, apparently he's going to get killed, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
In South America.
some illegal
He's gonna
immigrants
get killed in
save the
South
world.
America. Then they're gonna bring in some girl who nobody knows or cares about.
Right.
I still haven't seen that. I'm guessing I'm lucky.
Okay. Apparently he didn't like my movie. So. Oh well.
Well, I'm not sure who.
No, it was mine. It was mine. So.
Yeah, I got a question. Do you think he got jealous of Jesse Ventura and was like, I want to do the minigun thing?
I think
Probably.
I heard somewhere that is the same minigun from Predator.
Yeah, it is.
Actually.
It is. Yeah, see, X Adam didn't like my movie. So
I like the movie.
I like it too. I mean, is it a great movie? No. Is it going to win any awards? No.
No.
No. But I picked it because it's a fun movie to watch and be entertained.
Well, it's coming true. It's one of the problems.
That's neither here nor there.
I hope Rat does actually taste good because I'm worried it won't.
As far as I know, Taco Bell still has not won the franchise award.
This is rat. It's a rat burger.
Yeah.
So, what'd you have, Baron?
Aliens,
Ah,
very similar to Terminator and T2. This is a more action sequel than the original, which was more of a horror.
yeah.
It's James Cameron. I love this movie.
And
I do. I like
quote,
this one better.
Game
than the
over,
first one.
man. Game over.
Yeah, Bill Paxton. He's the only guy to be killed by a Terminator, Alien, and a Predator.
Yeah.
He's got some
fucked
bad
them
luck.
all. He fucked them all and he lost. Menatepler says there was a Pizza Hut in every nation outside of America. Yeah, it was. It was.
The one
Pizza
thing
Hut
I
was the
learned-
franchise for us, yeah.
Nuke it for more.
Yeah.
That's the way to solve all the problems.
The newer Judge Dredd was pretty decent. I like the old one.
I liked it.
I
but it's a
am the
terrible
law.
movie.
Yeah, I like the old one just for the I am the law. You know,
I'm amazed they put Roy Schneider in it.
Rob
How'd he
Schneider.
get that?
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. Yeah.
I guess he knew somebody that got him the job in that movie because otherwise he would be making the movies he had made, and he's also in like every Adam Sandler movie. Ever.
Imagine Chris Farley in that movie instead.
Yeah.
That'd be weird, wouldn't
He wouldn't have fit in the little robot.
it? No, he
That's
wouldn't.
We'll see. Chris Farley tried to be a ninja, and he couldn't fit in the ninja outfit either.
I like when Max von Sydow goes into the wasteland to bring the law.
Yeah. Yeah.
But back to Aliens. It was I cannot think of a bad part of Aliens. Any
Didn't
part
every
that I
single
didn't
one
like.
of those Marines die?
Depends on which sequel you like. What's his name? It's not Kyle Reese. What? What's the
Oh,
guy's name in this?
Michael Bean?
Yeah, but what's the character's name?
Oh, I don't know. Kyle Reese.
Yeah,
Kyle
Kyle
Reese.
Reese.
Kyle Reese.
He technically lives, but
Johnny
they kill him
Johnny
off.
Ringo?
They kill him off in the opening of the next movie,
Yeah.
and they kill off Newt.
Yeah.
That was a pretty dumb move.
For action, I had Indiana Jones.
Which one?
Oh, the
Raiders?
first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
because the 1 and 3 are the only good ones.
You don't like Temple of Doom?
No, Temple of Doom was trash, and
Well, you didn't like the way Short Round was portrayed?
I liked Short Round. I didn't like,
Hey,
What's her-
lady.
What's her face?
yeah,
Spielberg's wife.
yeah, Kate Capshaw. That or the story. But I thought Short Round would have been an all right sidekick with a better story. No time for love, Dr. Jones.
It was the same kid from Goonies, wasn't he? The same.
Yeah, it was the same actor. Yeah.
Data. That was a good one.
So
I kind of wish they'd stop making sequels to these movies we love, because it just hurts. It always hurts.
well,
Is it just me?
Probably 30 years ago, I saw an interview with a producer talking about sequels, and he basically said it's about the money.
Yep.
They make money, so they're going to keep making them.
Star Wars, for example. I could have done without those.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Don't we have a bracket?
I will
Well,
say
we
one
got
thing.
one more movie.
We got one more movie.
One more movie category. Bad movies, but you still love them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a terrible movie that you
Yeah,
still
I
really
said
love?
it added my list.
Well, you can tell us what it is.
Oh, you want me to tell you?
Yes, I
Right.
would like you to tell us.
Technically, it's become a cult classic, but it was when it came out. It was a bad movie. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
It
I love that movie.
is. It is
Like-
a good
like-
bad movie.
The paratrooper guy comes down and it's like he sees the black guy and he's like, oh my god, it's Adolf Hitler. I'm like, pretty sure he wasn't black.
Did you see the sequel?
Oh yeah. I see. I've got them all on DVD.
I've never even
It-
heard of this.
The best part is when they run out of money and they start product placing.
Yeah, that's the second movie. Well, that's because they got George Clooney in that one. Yeah. They had some budget. And that was when he was just getting started in acting because his aunt got him into the business. Because his aunt was a big singer, George Clooney.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
this is
that's
pre-Batman.
oh yeah.
This is like when he was like just getting out of his teens into his 20s.
So it's like Facts of Life back then.
Yeah.
George Clooney, Facts of Life.
Yeah, they did add placement in a funny way too. Yeah.
So Maverick, what's your favorite bad movie? Are you there, Maverick?
Maverick,
Muted.
wake up.
Hello?
The Matrix has you.
Sorry, guys. My
There he
favorite bad movie is Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag.
I never saw that one.
Never saw that
Oh.
one either.
I have not either.
Oh,
Is it
you guys
good?
are missing out. Oh, it's
It's awful.
it's terrible. Joe Pesci, trying to be funny, and yeah,
He's
it's
funny looking.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it? He's trying. I don't know why he's trying to get 8 heads in a duffel bag down in Mexico. But then the luggage gets mixed up, and then comedy ensues.
Is there anyone else in it besides him? Like any of the heads? Would we recognize them?
No, not the heads, but
Oh,
Oh,
We lost them again.
oh,
Joe Pesci
Muted.
got him.
yeah.
There's 9
So,
heads in a duffel bag now.
oh, sorry, I accidentally muted myself again. It's what's that? The tan dude, George Hamilton, and Christy Swanson are in it.
Okay.
really? Sounds like that's who they could get, so they put him in the movie.
Yep.
What about you, Baron? What's your favorite?
I
movie?
picked this piece of crap.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
The Pink Panther strikes again. That's
Oh.
Inspector Clouseau in a
Oh.
disguise, so you can't
Yes.
recognize him. And it
That
actually worked. You
That
didn't know
hump
who it
inflates
was.
and then he floats away.
Yeah, he does. Do not overinflate the hump. And yeah, that's the one where they just go batshit crazy, and like his boss is trying to blow up his entire apartment. And he's floating away over Notre Dame with a inflated balloon for his hump. The movie's crazy. It ends with like a gigantic laser weapon that like vaporizes the UN building. It's worth a watch. But if it's the first Pink Panther movie you've seen, you're gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
I would very much like to vaporize the UN building too.
Right?
which,
We need
Pink,
Chief Inspector Dreyfus to get on that.
Yeah, right.
which Pink Panther is he in the hotel lobby? And he's got the dog next to him, and the guy asks him, "Does your dog bite?" And he says, "No." So the guy goes to pet the dog, and the dog bites him, and he goes, "I thought you said your dog didn't bite." "That's not my dog."
Yeah, I don't know. They all kind of blend together, but
Yeah.
yeah, I love all those movies. They're great. Well, you'll bust a stitch laughing watching
Yeah.
those.
For bad movie, I'll say it's basically a set of movies is all the 70s Godzilla movies. I love the old kaiju movies.
Oh, come on. No, those aren't bad movies. Those are just kaiju movies.
My favorite is Godzilla versus Megalon.
Yeah, I was more a fan of Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Well, I like the Megalon because it has Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar.
Mechagodzilla's better.
But so here in a little bit, I've got an extra King Kong Escapes. Whoops! If you stop screen sharing there, Baron.
That's the wrong button.
That is the wrong button.
So
That's the wrong button too.
No, that's the right button.
How the hell do you do this? There.
there we go.
Sorry, first time.
See if we can get my. So King Kong Escapes, where he fights a mecha King Kong.
Mecha King Kong.
Yes. So we'll do a drawing if anybody wants. I've got an extra one. I had 2 of them. We'll do a drawing here in a little bit.
Is that like a fake Godzilla in the background there too?
No,
No.
The robot thing, or
No, the one in
Way back
between, on the right. Look at it.
It'd be
oh
your,
no, that's a different.
That's a different one.
Yeah, it's a different
Okay, 'cause
lizard monster.
It looked like a fake Godzilla or something.
And it's of course it's all in Japanese, and I think the subtitles are Japanese. So,
Oh, I love that.
but with these movies, you don't need subtitles.
That makes it authentic. Isn't that right, Bear?
So X
what'd
Adams
you
asked,
what'd you think of the new one?
which
The new King
which
Kong
one?
versus Godzilla?
I haven't seen it yet. I want to. I have to wait for it to be on Amazon. I don't have Netflix or
Yeah, it's on HBO.
yeah, I don't have the HBO.
Well, I'll be interested to hear your opinion on it if you see it.
X Adams asking, what are 5 movies to watch on Thanksgiving?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. First one. That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know. 5 movies. That's your entire day. You can watch Lawrence of Arabia twice.
No.
All
if-
the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit extended editions. You wake up
Adam
at
says I'm
5 in the
stuck
morning.
Nebraska. I'll have time. Didn't they have like a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving Day special? That's always a good one to watch.
Probably did. I don't remember.
So, if anybody is interested in the Japanese monster movie, that's the wrong banner. We want that one there. Hashtag King Kong. Put hashtag King Kong. And if we get more than one person, we'll do a drawing. See who gets it. I don't know if anybody's interested in it.
I don't know if we have anybody out there. Oh. I almost want to jump out and try and enter.
Well, it says we got 7 people, I think, if I know how to read.
No, he forgot the space.
Well, if he's the only one that enters, then yeah, he's going to win. So we'll move on to our action movie bracket, which has been
King Kong, Kong King.
it's been put together by our crack staff of mathematicians and statisticians.
And monkeys. Don't forget the monkeys.
And the monkeys. Working hard.
She ends up with a tape that she feeds into the machine. Then very soon, the information is received in Baltimore. All the requests coming in on a particular day are put on a finder tape, which searches through our records in Baltimore for the individual earnings record.
Riveting.
You can see all their hard work to get this bracket ready.
There are about 180 million of these records, and they have
Here we
all been
go.
And they
transferred to
chose
tape.
just the right one for tonight. And, well, we've got a little break. We've got our this month's sponsor.
The Commodore 64 home computer has an unusually large memory. Remember? It also has all the peripherals you're ever likely to need. Monitors, plotters, printers, disk drives, and a vast range of software. Which means you'll get so much more enjoyment out of your home computer. The Commodore 64. Remember the enormous memory, but don't forget the peripherals and software.
So the Commodore 64, your modern microwave has probably 10,000 times the memory. Are you ready to go there, Baron? Or
I
do you need some
am.
more time?
Did we want to do the drawing?
Oh, we've got
Yeah,
two.
there's
Yeah, two.
2.
Dope.
50-50. We could just flip a coin.
Gun websites. Put a space in there. I think I put a space when I typed it.
You did.
Yeah. Actually, I can go in here and change it. I can fix it.
Don't fix it.
I fixed it. So let me call up the giveaway tool. And let me get rid of that banner. Oops. There we go.
See, you didn't fix it.
Yeah. I unfixed the unfixing. There we go. All right. So it's 2 entries. X Adam. So I should still have your address, and I'll get it sent out next week.
Don't worry, Foss said he had 2 movies. I think he wants to keep the other one.
Yeah. Well, they're actually from France. I ordered it on eBay, and after it's like almost 2 months, it didn't show up. So I contacted the seller, and they sent me another one. And then 3 months later, the original one showed up. So congratulations, X Adam. I'll get that sent out. So go ahead, Baron. This is all
Okay.
you.
So we got a 16 movie bracket, and we're going to go through the panel. There's 4 people. So if there's a tie, we'll throw it to the audience for the tie break.
Well, why don't we just let them vote too? Unless
Okay.
That's going to mess you up.
So let's start off at the top. We got Desperado versus RoboCop.
I would go RoboCop.
RoboCop.
I'm going Desperado.
I'm going RoboCop. I am sorry, audience. But yeah, Desperado's a pretty damn good movie.
It's good, but RoboCop is more iconic.
Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
Salma Hayek as a RoboCop would be something to see.
Yeah, you wish.
So X Adam and Black Cat both say RoboCop.
No, speaking of Django, you think he got the guitar case full of guns from the coffin full of a Gatling gun?
Probably.
It's pretty
Yeah, I
similar.
think maybe.
So here's an interesting pick. We got Sicario versus Die Hard 1.
I'm going Die Hard.
Die Hard.
I gotta go Yippee Ki Yay. You know, so Die Hard.
I'm gonna
Gee,
go
Webb says-
Sicario,
G Web says Sicario.
but
X Adams
Die
says
Hard
Die
wins.
Hard. Black Cat says Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Now, here's a tough one: Django Unchained versus Predator.
Predator.
I'm going Predator just because that's the only one I've seen.
Predator.
I gotta go Django.
I know I really like Django, but Predator though, man. You know?
Predator. I mean, Django's a good movie, but Predator. You know, come on. The first time he's holding the minigun.
Looks like
Where
everyone
they're
out
just
there-
shooting into the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 4 Predators from the chat.
I'll defend Django. It's much more satisfying than watching Predator die. Is watching him kill all those guys at the big house. In my opinion, feels like really deserved revenge.
Yeah.
You should check out that movie though; it's good.
Yeah.
So
You should
Predator
check it out.
wins.
It's really good. But yeah, Predator. Sorry,
There's
Yeah,
lots
all
of
these
movies.
movies are good. So
they are.
All
There's
these
lots of
movies are
movies
good,
on
so-
my to watch list that I gets longer and longer every year.
oh, and I should say, it was a randomized list order, so I didn't pair them up purposely to be where they are. So Black Hawk Down versus Mad Max Fury Road.
Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk.
I'm going Black
yeah.
Hawk Down.
Yeah.
Black Hawk Down.
I mean, the fire guitar is pretty cool in Mad Max Fury Road, but Black Hawk Down.
Oh, why would you do this to me?
Yeah, the way this is
Why?
set up,
You got to.
it's going to do this side of the bracket first. So we're going to
You gotta
get
wait.
to the number
You got to
one.
wait just a little bit. Remember for the side chat to catch up.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Let's
So
go to the other
Black
side.
Cat
now.
says Black Hawk Down. G Web says Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, they're both good movies, but putting them up against each other, it's no
Oh my
contest.
God.
They're totally different.
Yeah, but these are great movies. Why would you do this?
G Web says
That's
Road
why we
No,
play
I,
the
I
game.
meant Black Hawk and Fury Road.
Oh yeah. No. That's fine. That's fine. These are good movies too. So it's just
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to pick.
Black Cat says. So we got 2 for RoboCop out there. I would. I'm gonna say Die Hard.
I say Die Hard.
I got to go RoboCop.
I'm gonna go RoboCop too. So it's split.
It's like it's the audience.
Leave it up
is,
to the
the
audience.
decider.
The audience for the last vote.
We got 2 RoboCops.
RoboCop or Die Hard, guys.
You know, actually thinking this through, maybe we should let the audience vote first
Maybe we should.
because some of these have been lopsided. So their
We got
vote
2
didn't
more
count.
Die Hards. X Adam and Woods.
Ah, crap. So it's a tie.
It's a tie again. Wow.
So who wins in a fight? RoboCop or John McClane?
RoboCop.
Let's give it to RoboCop.
Okay. Oh man,
Damn it.
Predator versus Black Hawk Down.
I'm gonna go Predator.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Predator.
I got to go Black Hawk Down. Oh, I probably shouldn't have clicked that.
No,
I clicked the wrong one.
go back. Go back.
I can't.
Boo.
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
Did anyone want Predator?
Well, Predator's going to win this one.
Predator's gonna win this one. So just for
The
Yeah,
chat,
Predator.
but
the chat's
he's
gonna
going to
carry
win
it.
against RoboCop.
Yeah. So just
Okay, let's see if I can do this again.
RoboCop.
RoboCop. Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Thank God this is working.
Predator. Black Hawk Down.
I really fucked this up.
RoboCop.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, we went RoboCop.
Predator.
Predator.
Just to defend myself, I've been up 24 hours in 4 minutes. So the struggle is real.
There's no defense for pressing the wrong button. But now that we redid it, okay, we can move on now.
So
All right. Foster,
which one wins? RoboCop or Predator?
Predator.
Predator's gonna win regardless. So
Yeah, good. Everybody voted Predator out there
yeah,
in the chat.
everybody
Okay.
voted Predator.
I pick RoboCop just because it's got that guy that gets dumped in toxic waste and then disintegrated by the car.
Why
Might be
would
the
you do
best
this?
scene in movie
Why would you do
history.
this to me? I like both these movies.
This one's easy for me.
GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'll say GoldenEye. If it was the first Deadpool, I'd say Deadpool.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, go with GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye.
Great video game.
Great. I love the video game.
That might be the first multiplayer game besides like Super Mario where you got people taking turns that I played. Great game.
I love the game.
Oh, shit.
This is an easy one for me. Can you guess which one I'm going to pick?
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
I got to go with Tom Hanks with the 1911 shooting a tank.
So who are we saying won the last one?
I can't see.
My vote's for Private Ryan.
Well, that's all right. We'll move on. I go Matrix.
You mean
Private
Goldeneye
Ryan-
versus Deadpool?
Yeah.
GoldenEye.
won.
Private Ryan, Saving Private Ryan was a good movie, but that shaky cam made me sick.
Yeah.
So we got 2 for Matrix and 2 for Saving Private Ryan. What's
Well,
the
there's
audience saying?
The chat's
Three-
saying Saving
Three
Private
Private
Ryan.
Ryans out there. X Adam,
Matrix.
Black Cat, Woods. Gun website says Matrix.
Sorry, Neo. Maybe next time. Oh, man. Raiders of the Lost Ark versus Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
T-tier.
I would go Raiders.
I'm going
I gotta
Terminator 2.
I mean, if it was Last Crusade, I'd go Indiana Jones, but it's not. It's Raiders. I wasn't that big a fan of Raiders.
Yeah,
It has melting Nazis.
T2's going to take this one.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat on the YouTube side is saying T2 already. One. There's 3 T2s and 1 Raiders.
John Wick versus Aliens.
Oh,
I
shit.
know how
Who
Fonz is
put this
going.
together?
Me.
You were awful, man. I'm going.
It was random. I picked the movies, but I didn't pick the order.
I'm going John Wick.
Aliens.
I got to go Aliens.
I'm going John Wick.
I got to agree with gun websites. Raiders is the best of that series, in my opinion.
So we've got a John Wick and 2 aliens out there.
So I guess we're going to Aliens, right?
Unless somebody else, unless PN Woods says John Wick or Aliens.
Got 5 seconds.
PN Woods, come on. Get your vote out there.
Don't have a tie.
You don't want to tie.
Yeah, we're going aliens.
I'm going aliens. Damn it.
Oh,
GoldenEye.
Golden.
Yeah.
Kenwood Sidwick.
Too late.
Too
Uh,
late. Too late.
I'm going Saving Private Ryan.
man, I don't know. These movies are so different. But I got to go Saving Private Ryan. We got a whole bunch of Bond movies. We don't have many movies like Saving Private Ryan.
So Black
So-
Cat's got to go to work. So drive safe. Have a good day.
So what do we got? We got another tie?
GoldenEye and a Private Ryan so far.
Yeah. Kenwood just I wrote return to bed.
I second that vote.
I do as well.
I'm about ready to fall through this chair.
Maybe next time you should reinforce it.
Yep. Saving Private Ryan is a better movie. But I'd watch GoldenEye.
I would.
Well, we need a tiebreaker here.
Well,
Okay, it's on
Pierce
right now.
Brosnan.
Which would you rather watch?
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, me too.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Pierce Brosnan got beat up by Mrs. Doubtfire. Just putting that out there.
That is true.
This is true.
Well, how do we want to handle this?
How about
Fine.
Foss tosses a coin?
Boss, toss a coin.
I don't have a coin. Oh wait,
Come on, man.
wait, I do. Hang on.
Better not be a two-headed or a two-tailed coin.
No, I just happen to have one of my silver coins out here.
Flip that. Flip
So,
that though.
well, nobody can see me right now.
We don't need to see it.
One we'll call the heads is the
Private Ryan.
Queen Elizabeth, and the tails are the pigs. And tails. So which did I,
I'm going to say give it to GoldenEye.
GoldenEye it is.
Yeah, GoldenEye.
No, he put Private Ryan.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
This one's hard. T2 versus Aliens.
T2.
T2.
Two.
Oh, I got outvoted. I would have done Aliens.
Yeah, no, T2 on that one.
I agree with Adam. The host vote doesn't count. I'm just the guest host. So
G Web's T2, X Adam T2.
Yeah,
I almost clicked Aliens. This one,
T2.
T2.
yeah. We know what's going to happen here. And here's the showdown. Arnold versus Arnold.
Wow.
Predator versus T2. What are we going to do here?
Minigun versus minigun.
Minigun versus minigun. Which minigun do you like better?
You knew this was going to happen, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew this was going to happen.
I don't know.
I can't decide.
I would say this would be a good movie to see the Terminator fight the Predator. Would be a good movie.
G Web says T2.
I'm gonna say T2.
I don't know.
You guys figure it out. Wake me up when you're done.
Only one of them has a whiny kid.
Yeah, but Predator has the whiny
soldiers.
the whiny lady.
Yeah. Fuck.
Hey, this one's tough.
Only one of them has Jesse Ventura with a minigun.
Yeah.
I ain't got
And-
time to bleed.
And Billy.
Yep.
I like the characters in Predator. They had more likable characters than T2.
Pancho.
If this was Predator 2 versus Terminator 2,
Oh,
no
T-
contest.
yeah.
If this was Predator versus Terminator 1,
My vote's for T2.
I'm going Predator.
I'm gonna go Predator.
Let's go into the cards again.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, X Adams got Billy's knife.
Yeah.
I don't know where the voting's at. I lost track.
I think we're waiting for Night Strike, weren't we?
No, I already said T2.
T2. So we got
X
two
Adams
Predator, two T2, and
X Adams is Predator.
You have said T2. So
Uh-oh.
can't do another coin flip, right?
well, Baron would just pick the other one instead of the one that actually won. So yeah,
Only on accident.
only on accident. I'm sure.
I was gonna say which made more money, but that would be T2 made more
Yep.
money.
T2 made
Yeah.
more money overall.
Which one had worse sequels?
Predator?
Mm.
Because you also have to include Predator versus Alien.
I didn't like any of the sequels of any of them.
Aliens versus Predator.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, because those are part of the Predator movies. So in either case, Arnold wins. That is true.
You know what we could do? We could just leave it at a tie. No winner. They both win.
Mm.
I'll be back. No. You've been back too many times.
Double
My
feature
turn.
is the winner. Watch them both back to back. I don't know. We need a fifth person.
Well, I was gonna say whoever watches this in replay, but nobody's gonna get this far.
No,
Yeah.
no, because people are just gonna look at what X Adams said. Like, Night Strike, you shouldn't be here at this point.
So we'll leave it as a tie, and if anybody is watching this in replay, vote. We need your votes. Vote early, vote often.
I guess
Never
we'll leave
late.
it at that. Anticlimactic. Can't speak. It's too late.
Yeah, and I forgot to run the banner too. Like always. I'm not very good at this.
No, you're not.
So just to let you know, I clicked Predator.
Oh, the fix is in.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Well, it was a tough fight, but Arnold won.
He did. He's in some great movies.
Yeah.
He's in some bad ones too. But
Oh, he is. He's definitely a bad one. That guy had an amazing life. Bodybuilder, movie star, action comedy, married to Kennedy, affair, governor, etc. Yet you're also missing the part where he was in the Austrian military too, in a tank. And he bought his tank from the Austrian military.
What was the Hercules Gone Wild?
I don't know.
Where that was like one of his first movies, and they dubbed over his voice. 'Cause they couldn't
It's
understand
Hercules
him.
in New York.
Hercules in New York.
Yeah.
Well, that was our first bracket. So had a few kinks. Maybe if
Hashtag
we ever
not
do
my
this
bracket.
again, we'll be a little smoother about that. But yeah, that was fun. Good movies.
Fun for everyone. So, Night
Except for
Strike.
Ed Sound.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
The 400th Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Because that's this week, isn't it? I think it is.
Yeah.
So,
It
happy
is this
Thanksgiving,
week.
everyone. Everybody stay safe and, enjoy the time you spend with your family if you do see your family on Thanksgiving, okay? Because honestly, anything else I can plug just would seem insincere.
And I put a link to your insincere guntube.org.
Well, thank you.
It's if nobody is familiar with that, it is a video hosting site with where you can show gun stuff and not have to worry about being censored.
Yep. Good site.
And Tactical Maverick, how about you?
My little channel with my 10 subscribers. No, that's pretty much it. I got nothing else going on. Thanks for having me. I had a lot of fun. And everybody enjoy the holiday coming up.
And I'll put a link in the description to everybody's channels and stuff.
Sweet.
I forgot to do that. Baron, how about you? What you got going on?
I would like to thank the person working the fast food restaurant that will be serving me on Thanksgiving.
Where you going?
I haven't decided yet.
What's in your area?
Well, basically everything.
Golden Corral?
I don't know about that. I don't go to buffets.
Ooh. Okay. Well, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
You'll need it.
Let me. If you have a X Adam, you can drop a link for your channel out there. So I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving, a good week, and thanks for hanging out with us for our movie chat. It's our first one, so it's a little rough around the edges, but we're trying our best.
Some of these movies were movies we enjoy and that we like watching. They weren't necessarily the best movies out there ever, so don't think that they were, because they were just something we were told to put movies on a list last minute, so that's what we did.
And that's what counts. You like the movie, you like it. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. So with that, I hope everyone has a great Sunday.
You still here? It's over. Go home.